Shabbat Shalom. This week, I want you to think about two sights that I'm sure are very familiar to you. A poster, maybe it's tacked to a light pole or something in your neighborhood, saying that a lost animal has been found and they're looking for the owner. Maybe you see that post around town, maybe you see it on your Nextdoor app, but I'm sure you've seen it. The second thing I want you to consider, you're driving down the street and you notice some owner's vehicle is broken down on the side of the road. Maybe there's smoke, maybe there's a flat tire, but it's that universal somebody's furrowed brow talking on their cell phone to somebody while they're trying to figure out what's going on with their car. What does this have to do with our Torah? What does this have to do with our tradition? We learn from our Parasha Ki Tetzeh that a person has an obligation when they encounter another person's animal, or really another person's property, that if you find it, is a responsibility, no matter who they are, whether you like them or not, no matter if they live close to you or not, that you take pains to make sure that that property is safeguarded until they have come to claim it, or until you've done a reasonable good job of trying to find the person who owns that animal or that piece of property. And in the same way, there's another text from our tradition, from our Parsha, the very next verse, that says that if you see your fellow's beast of burden fallen on the road, do not ignore it. You must help the owner to lift up that beast of burden. Now, we don't have oxen walking down the side of our street, but certainly we could understand a beast of burden to be the cars that we drive. Both the commandment to not turn a blind eye and to actually help the person who is lost an animal, or help the person whose a car, I will say, is broken down on the side of the road, points to a larger goal of the Torah, which is to ask us to take our own sense of responsibility over other people's well-being. That's a difficult and complicated notion in a city as complex as Los Angeles, in a country like the United States. But it points to this idea that we cannot do things alone, that as citizens of the world, as Jewish people, we have an obligation to look after not just what is mine, but for what is yours as well. The sense that if someone's looking after me when I've lost something, that I can pay that forward for somebody else. That's the kind of society, that's the kind of place, the city, the world that I would like to live in, and that the Torah imagines we all should strive to and work towards, not just on Shabbat, but each and every day. Shabbat Shalom.